Hi, my name's Chris Cota. I own several companies. A couple of them are AMG Media Group and Market Yourself. I'm a social media expert, a systems and business automations innovator. I also coach businesses and individuals on mindset and the success principles to help them achieve their fastest path to their goals. About 12 years ago, plus, I met a guy by the name of Shane Wahner. We met through another gentleman. He hired us, and he hired us to compete against each other. But what we discovered is instead of competing against each other, we had a lot of similarities, and so we, noticed the synergies and came together as one for the greater good. We had no idea this gentleman had bad intentions and no intentions on paying us or doing what he said he would do for us. And so we discovered that. We broke away. We came together, created a company called Soco Marketing. But during all that, I was still working the 9 to 5, and I was this social media guru, but working the 9 to 5, not really understanding anything about entrepreneurship or any of that world. And I was able to go from social media guru to entrepreneur, just by meeting Shane. Shane just inspired me, drove me, coached me on getting out of that. I went from making $2,000 a month to $10,000 a month to hundreds of thousands of dollars a year with Shane, because he broke me out of that 9 to 5 mentality. Just amazing. I'm super grateful and thankful. I don't even know where I'd be if it wasn't for this man. So amazing stuff. More stories that go along with all that. But the whole point is you could go from, employee to businessman to finally creating your own empire for you and your family. And Shane can help you get there. Also learned a story about Shane, that he was homeless in Boca Raton, and he used to live around the college dorms and sleep in the bushes. And he had about $15 to his name, and he came up with the idea to help solve a problem of kids driving drunk. So he created this thing called Buses Against Drunk Driving. And he took the $15, made that 15 turn into 15 grand a month to 25 grand a month. Of course, not that fast, but it just made sense and progressed the way it should. And because he was able to take his mind and make something happen. So it just proves that he can take something, from nothing, and bring it to something, turn it into gold, then a diamond. So, Shane's the man. Shane really knows what he's doing when he's trying to, either create something out of thin air or build an idea or come up with something. So, I was also introduced by something by the name of the Success Principles and Think and Grow Rich. Success Principles by a gentleman named Jack Canfield, amazing dude. Think and Grow Rich was by a gentleman of Napoleon Hill. And these are the books that help break me out of that 9 to 5 mindset and brought me into my success type mindset, where I was able to get away and just leave all that in the past. I've never been an employee since. It's long gone. I never would even think of doing it again. So super grateful for that. Amazing that's even possible. And I was amazed, but yeah, man, thanks a lot. So I went from the employee to the businessman and into the success mindset world. And then what we were able to do when we created the company, Soco Marketing, was we had several big clients, but one of our first big clients was Cooper Global. And the deal was very problematic, but we didn't think it would ever work. But Shane was able to breathe life into the deal. In our first 30 days, we were able to produce an average of 60 to 90 calls a day. We took them from 10 million to 12 million in sales their first year. So crazy, amazing stuff, paradigm shifting stuff. And, it's all because of Shane. And I remember always talking to one of our other business partners, Gary Schmerling. And we would always talk about how amazed we were that Shane was able to breathe life into the deal. And it was just like, wow, how is this staying alive so long? It's just super crazy and amazing. So we would just be amazed. So I remember always talking to Gary, and so we went from the Cooper situation to, the first year we started generating over $45,000 a month as a company. And we worked with some of the most successful people in the world, from Grant Cardone, Ben Carson, Martin Luther King family, NFL superstars, Grammy producing artists, Fortune 500s, and I was a social media guru, so I would reel them in, get them on the phone with Shane. Shane would then create magic and turn it into a big crazy deal, and it would come to life and really happen. Like, we literally would run the presidential campaign for Dr. Ben Carson when he was running for president, and Grant Cardone was part of that as well. So was part of the Martin Luther King family. So it was just crazy what Shane was able to make happen. So super, super, super amazing. So I also, now this inspired me, what I'm about to tell you. One thing about Shane was he would always give his shirt off his back, sacrifice everything, his last dime, his last food in his pantry for people. He would give his shirt off his back for you. And, that really inspired me. And to this day, he still donates 50% of everything he makes to families in need. So this really inspired me and made me do a paradigm shift. And now I have a lot of inspiration, and I like to give. Now I'm a giver. I understand the law of reciprocity. Reciprocity. Sorry, I can't, like, that word's getting me right now, but probably tongue twisted trying to talk about how amazing Shane is, because dude, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for everything you've ever done. And just, wow. So, but yeah, now I love to give, and, my personal opinion is that if Shane crosses your path, he was sent to you by God. And if you believe in things don't happen for a reason, you see Shane and he's trying to tell you something or show you something, act now. Take it. Like, take it as a sign and go for it. Because, working with Shane can change your life. And yeah. So, all right, everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Shane. I love you, man. Just, keep doing what you're doing. You rock.